Let's turn to business news now with Nona Peltier, who's been sitting very patiently beside me.
Not quietly.
Patiently and quietly. Thanks, Nona. Regional centres are set to drive New Zealand's economic growth over the next 18 months.
Yes.
Why? Where's it coming from? What's going on?
Well, it's actually improving dairy prices. Now, we did have a bit of a dip since the early part of the year, but certainly the prices are a lot better than they were the year before last. In 2016, we saw some pretty low prices improving through last year. And even though they're a little bit weaker this year, still a lot better than where we were. That has underpinned the confidence in the regions. And we've seen that other commodities are also improving. So good news for the rural sector, the provincial centres, not so much for the major centre, and that's one of the things that Infometrics has found in their forecast looking out over the next 18 months. And I spoke with Gareth Kiernan from Infometrics. He had something to say about economic growth depending on export conditions continuing, and we know there's a lot of risk there, so this is what he had to say.
Should the sort of tit-for-tat trade war stuff continue to escalate, then that does pose downside risks for New Zealand.
So if the status quo is maintained, then we can expect to have economic growth above 2% between now and 2021?
Yeah, that's right. And so it's not a bad growth performance, but it is a bit of a slowdown from the growth we've had over the last few years. And when you look at the urban areas, I guess it's a case of slowing population growth, the construction activity pushing close to its peak now. You've still got capacity pressures in the labour market as well, which are limiting growth. And then you overlay that with the drop in business confidence and consumer confidence that we've seen over recent months. And it does just suggest, particularly in the urban areas, a bit more caution in terms of business investment and hiring decisions, and also households potentially just a bit more cautious in their spending decisions as well.
And so that's the chief forecaster at Infometrics, Gareth Kiernan. Now, he's obviously, you know, like, it's a little different from a survey, though, at least, John.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit of a forecast instead this time.
Excellent. We do spend a lot of time doing crystal ball and tea leaf reading.
Yes, it's true, we do.
Yeah. Although that sounded reasonably rigorous from Gareth Kiernan. Thanks, Nona. Another large hotel is going to be built in Auckland.
Yes, so that's good because we have been short on hotels. So another one's in the works is a new 200-room hotel, a luxury hotel. It's going to go up across from where the new International Convention Centre is being built in downtown Auckland. So on one street you've got the Sky City Casino and Sky Tower. Across the street from there on Hobson, we've got the new International Convention Centre and another large hotel which is being developed by Sky City. And across the street from that, on Nelson Street, will be this other very large hotel, another 200 rooms there, 4.5-star hotel. And they're going to spend, what, $65 million on it. It's not small. It's not a small amount.
Sorry, who's going to build this? Do we know?
This is a company called Sedima Hotels and Resorts.
Oh, right. So it's not a Sky. It's not.
No,
because Sky owns a lot of real estate in that area.
They sure do, but not that street.
Right.
Well, who knows?
I'm
saying that. I didn't check, so I shouldn't say that. I think they're going the other way. As a matter of fact, they did buy another corner at the corner of Albert and Victoria not so long ago.
About 600 metres away from us, if that, 400 or 500 metres away from where we're sitting here.
Yeah.
Up the wind tunnel that is Hobson Street.
Yeah, so there's a lot of development, that's for sure. And this is a good thing. So if this goes ahead, and it's a big if here, and the reason I say that is not because they're not committed to building it, but where are they going to find the people to build it? And that is a different story. We still don't have enough the kind of builders that finish hotels. We had the Hyatt down near the in the viaduct, where they brought in a whole lot of tradespeople from China to finish it because it's a 5-star hotel, and the finishings have to be above the grade, and they can't. And of course, Fletcher Building's out of the mix now. They're not building hotels anymore. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge. We'll see where they get the staff to build that. But if we get it, we'll have 1,100 extra beds by 2025, which is meeting our current needs. Of course, the number of tourists coming to New Zealand continues to grow, so we're still going to need more hotels.
Thanks, Nona. What happened on the markets today?
Yeah, well, the NZX Top 50 Index, it fell about 1/3%, 29 points to 8,918, and that's still with the jitters over trade. And the New Zealand dollar is trading at 67.8 US cents, just about where it was yesterday, 91.4 Australian and 51.9 pence.
Nona Peltier, thank you so much.